Alright traders, I'm back again with another video, and today I'm going to keep hounding on the Ichimoku breakouts because there's a couple nice ones developing, and I think basically that's the easiest signal for you guys to learn and trade right away. So hounding on that, you're looking at a breakout that I'm in right now, and I talked about this breakout a few days ago, and I told you that this breakout here was not valid. As you could see, this breakout above the cloud right here, that was not valid because you did not have a your Kumo twist was bearish, so you needed to have a bullish Kumo twist in order to get into the trade. Okay, so now how I got into the trade, it was still bearish when I got into the trade, but I'll show you how I set a entry order right at this level. So this was invalid because we didn't have the twist here. This is the twist that we need, the Kumo twist right here. When sync out span A crossed over sync out span B from below, that was a bullish signal. And I tell people, don't worry about learning sync out span A and B, but I mean, it's good to know everything. You know, if you're trading a system, you want to know about it. So, but what is easier to look at is just the color of the cloud. I know my colors are, my bullish color is light blue here, and my bearish color is the brownish color here. All right, so we got the crossover here, but we didn't get it until price was in here somewhere. Well, actually, what I did, I've set an entry order right at this top level here, because what happened, as I said, this one was invalid, so then price pulled back saying that it was invalid, and you can see the levels of Ichimoku support and resistance. This is your first level at your Tenkan-sen, next level at your Kijun-sen, so this is going to be support from this way down. Your Tenkan-sen, your Kijun-sen, the top of the cloud, and then the bottom of the cloud. Okay, so at the bottom of the cloud, in this strong level here, this is going to pull the price back, and this is a strong support level here. All right, so price may retrace all the way back down that level, but more than likely we're looking at wherever this Kijun-sen is, it's going to be a 50% retracement of the prior move. Okay, so how I got into the trade, this was invalid. So we waited, and then price came down here, found support all the way at the bottom of the Kumo here. This is the last level of support, and it found that support there. Well, once I saw it bounce off of that level, I knew that if price moved all the way up to the top of this cloud here, that by the time that happened, we would have this Kumo twist here. So I put an entry order in here, went to bed, came back, and boom, the order was set. All right, and so now we've been into the trade a little bit, and you can see what's going on with the trade. 59 pips, it's up to this level here, and there's a couple ways I can ride this. If I think this is, if we can get past this major level here, that would be very important, you know, getting past this double top, because price is going to move up and then probably bounce back down. And you know, do I want to take all my profit? Do I want to take some of my profit? If I wait for the Ichimoku signals to happen, I'll wait for price to cross back below this Kijun-sen and close below that Kijun-sen. Now, depending on how far away from the Kijun-sen we are, hopefully we can consolidate a while, let this catch up to it, and then keep taking off and go some more. All right, so we have a nice twist here, and hopefully we get a twist like this. Now, when it's expanding like this, you want to see it more a skinnier twist like this one pointing up. All right, and then you can see as the time, as it slowed down, it got fatter and fatter. But that breakout there, that's a valid breakout, you know, after this happened, because now you had your Kumo twist and you had Chico span above everything. Chico span was above price and above this cloud now, and this is clear selling for this pair here. Now Chico span, if it does hit this level here along with price, that could be a deterrent here, and that can pull price back down. That could see a retracement level there, but we'll see how far we retrace, if what happens, and then just follow the market from there. All right, in order to get those big runs, you got to let the market play out. 59 pips is nice. 59, 60 pips is really nice, but I'm looking for 100 and something, maybe 200 and something, okay? Because you got it over here, so I'm going to look for it over here. But again, I'm not going to take a loss, most definitely. All right, so let's go Azyen, another pair I talked about. Now I had a webinar today, and I talked about this pair in the webinar, and I told folks that I believe we were around here, it was down here somewhere at the time, and I told them that it was the same as that previous one. You could see price spiked up this level right here and then came back down. and so it was invalid there. It didn't break through. But now, if you had a stop loss below this Kijinsen or even below the cloud, you were way safe. But you were risking because you didn't have your signals right at the time. But now this signal happened here. Kijinsen is, I mean, your Kumo twist happened here, and price is ready. You had to break out here. You got Chico span above price. That's what you want to see. You want Chico span to be above price, and you want to have a Kumo twist that's bullish if you're going long. And you want this twist to be bearish if we're going short with Chico span underneath the price. The TK crossover really is developing. It hasn't happened. Usually on a breakout, you'll have a crossover that's going to be in the direction that you need it. It'll either be bearish or bullish. It looks like if price can moves, we'll get the crossover here once this candle closes in another another hour and a half basically. All right, so the breakout happened here, and you could have taken that breakout, put your stop loss below the Kijin Sen, and you would have been in this trade right now. All right, so yeah, I talked about this earlier on free webinars that I had today, and I'm going to have those again, and we'll be able to talk more about other things that we see. Trying to learn this Ichimoku system and teach every aspect of it. So we're taking the breakouts right now. So Aussie dollar, here's another breakout attempt. Now, you want the probabilities in your favor, and that's all I'm preaching to you guys. Probabilities in your favor. And this one is not in your favor. First of all, it's moving. You got a flat Kijinsen. Okay, so that's telling you there's no momentum really based off of your medium term and your flat with your Tenkan-sen. So both of them are flat, which shows no momentum, and we're attempting a breakout. Okay, and then another deterrent is that you don't have a Kumo twist here that is bullish. You have a bearish Kumo twist. Your cloud is bearish, so you want your future to be bullish if you're going long. Okay, so this will not work out. This trade here probably will not work out. It will probably find resistance here, retrace, and then make another attempt at breaking that. So you'll probably find this hit here and then retrace and see how far away we are from this. We're not real far away, 51 pips. Um, just because I'm listening to what this is telling me and obeying the rules of it doesn't mean I'm going to be right or I'm going to be wrong. I'm just putting probabilities in my favor, and taking this trade here, the probabilities are not in your favor because you don't have a bright future. Okay, you want to have a bright future or a dark future. Your future is dark if you're bearish, and it's bright if you're long. So that's looking at the Aussie dollar. I would wait on this one and attempt the next breakout. Okay, but you can see it's trying to grab everybody's attention. It's starting to move up there, grab your attention, and the next thing you know, it's back down here. Okay, but I haven't checked the news today to see if there's anything major with the Aussie dollar, and that's one thing you always want to do is check that news, make sure you know what's going on. Okay, Aussie CAD. This is another one here. This was a bearish breakout. You had that bearish breakout right here. Plus, you had a slight engulfing candle, and you had this bearish breakout, but this trade didn't work out because Chico span was above price. This is a bearish move, and you want Chico span to tell you that it's gonna be a bearish move with being below the price here. You don't want Chico span above that price if you're going short. So on a bearish move, Chico span needs to be bearish too by being below the candles, below your price action of 26 periods ago. It's above these candles, the price action of 26 periods ago. That's bullish. You don't want to take a trade like that. You do have a bearish future though. Your future is dark, so there you go for that. But you don't have Chico span confirming for you. All right. Your twist, you didn't have a twist yet. They're both together. It looks like this is going to be a maybe a bullish twist. No telling right now. But this trade would not have worked out. It didn't work out, and you can see now you got the Kijinsen bounce right here, and price is starting to move upwards. We'll see what happens from there. Being that that Chiku span is above this price here, and I'm starting to get a turnover here with price moving above the previous 26 periods. This is telling me that maybe we're looking at uh, the start of something bullish here. Okay, we probably could, it's probably going to range for a little while before it makes a real attempt at a breakout at the cloud here. So be careful on this one. And finally, I'm going to look at this euro yen here. You had a breakout right here. This breakout was confirmed by your crossover right here, by your twist right here. Your Kumo twist is bearish. You have a nice medium strength TK crossover right here inside the cloud. That crossover inside the cloud is a medium strength signal. And you got Chiku span below price. This is very bearish here, but now you can see where it's consolidating a little bit. So even though I got all my signs and everything's right, doesn't mean that the trade's going to work out, but you got all the probabilities in your favor. Okay. So that's just what I wanted to talk about today. Show you guys that, just drilling this into your head. Just keep looking at these videos, and I'll keep bringing stuff back up, more breakouts, and till we change our what we're talking about and go over to your TK crossover and other signals. Okay. One other signal that I really like is your Kijun bounce, and we'll get into that. And the most famous, the most noted trading style is the TK crossover. It's one that I don't do at all. Never trade it ever. A lot of times when it happens, price tends to pull back right after it happens and then takes off. I never trade the TK crossover, but that's one of the most popular signals with this Ichimoku system, and that's what a lot of traders trade. All right, so traders, that's it right now. That's what I wanted to show you guys. Just trying to refresh and make sure you guys are up to date with what's going on. See some of these breakouts that are happening and attempting to happen, and possibly get a chance to get into these. You can see this trade again. It's taken off a little bit, trying to get through this level. If I get through this level and then find support up here, oh, I feel really good, because then I have a support level underneath of me. Right now, I don't have anything underneath of me here until way down here. So price can retrace, pretty far down. But if we get up above that level here and then find support below us, that's what we really want. Again, the Azyen, be patient here. Well, this one was the one that I told you was good, because you got all your signs are bullish. You would have been good on the breakout here at the close of this candle, or the break right here. So that one was good. This is the one I'm talking about. Be patient. Be careful. It doesn't matter if you miss a trade. If you miss a trade, there's always going to be opportunities. There's always going to be another chance to get into the market. And a lot of times, price breaks the cloud, and if it goes a little far, it'll come back, bounce off of the cloud, and then take off again. So it'll retrace to the cloud. So don't rush your trade. Be patient. Be disciplined. Wait for your signals. Wait to get everything confirmed, and then take that trade. And that's it. That's all we want to talk about right now. Just very quickly touching up on that and letting you guys see some of these things that are happening now with the live market. All right, so hopefully that helped you guys. And like I said before, if you want to get involved on the free webinars that I'm going to be doing for a little while, just send an email to me at chaostrader63 at yahoo.com, and just put your name and address, your email address, and I'll send when I have a webinar, I'll send out a invite to you. All right. So that's it, traders. Hope you have a blessed day, and until next time, God bless. So long.